So on Friday, I kind of introduced this theme and I want to read it again because you guys weren't here. Well, Carolyn was here, but I've been reading a bit of BKS Iyengar because on the retreat I was on last weekend, we had an Iyengar teacher. And, whenever your inspiration gets kind of peaked, I go back into my books and I have so many books. I just ordered another one. So he has this, it's a famous book, Light on Yoga. It's at the library. You could always find it. And I just ordered the new book, Light on Life. So it's a book he wrote, Light on Life, he wrote when he was much older. I don't know when it was published, but he just passed away last year, I think. And so it's a little bit different. So I ordered, this book is very literal. It's like really points out all the poses and the alignments and all the different philosophies of yoga. But I think his Light on Life seems like it's a little more philosophical. So I got this quote from the book, which I love. So Iyengar yoga is very precise about the alignment. It's about really tuning in and going inward to feel, your body, to integrate the pose, to quiet your mind, to move prana. So, because sometimes, physical practice has been reduced to just like calisthenics, which it's not, if you're doing it correctly as yoga. And he says, these postures train one to remain steady in times of difficulty and even when catastrophes occur. When stability becomes a habit, maturity and intelligence follows. So he's talking about when we train ourselves to be steady in a pose, present in the pose, we're actually training ourselves to be steady when trouble comes. Trouble comes. This is life. Trouble comes, trouble goes. But if we're constantly being swayed and thrown out and, reactionary, then we're not going to be intelligent and mature. So I love that he ends that quote with saying, when stability becomes a habit, remaining stable becomes a habit, maturity and intelligence follows. So when stability becomes a habit, maturity and intelligence follows. So we practice being stable in our postures, even when the postures, especially if you think about, balancing poses, when they kind of make us feel unsteady, we practice trying to find stability from within. Because life can throw you around. We all have been through stuff. So to remain stable, I always feel like, if we're acting from a place of wisdom and stability, we're more apt to act from a place of compassion and love and not fear and anxiety and not the need to run away, right? We could stand our ground and accept whatever comes. So that's what we're practicing with our physical body. If you want to take your yoga a little bit deeper. So coming into your comfortable seat and find stability just right in your seat. Ankles underneath the knees. Shoulders over the rib cage, head balancing on the spine. If you need support, you could have a little support with the back of the chair, but try to use your back muscles to hold you up and the stability of your feet. So press your feet down and lift all 10 toes. And really press into the floor. You could feel your thighs, your legs begin to engage. See if you could squeeze your thighs a little bit, feeling that stability in the legs and the connection to the earth. And then shoulders roll a little bit back and down, pressing the sit bones down, the lower ribs tuck in slightly, and engaging the core by drawing the navel just subtly in. And then relax your toes, close your eyes, or take a soft gaze. And just begin to take a few conscious rounds of breath. You know, aligning, alivening, awakening your body, but not overdoing it. Maintaining that evenness throughout your body. Your whole body is awake. Whole body is breathing. Mind, body, and heart in this one place to practice. And it's a active but relaxed posture. When we feel stable, we're able to be present and comfortable wherever we are. And then bring your palms together at the heart. Just honor this body you brought to class today. Honor whatever you have going on in your life. Knowing this is life. And we'll begin with the sound of Om. We'll take a breath in. Om. Relaxing your hands. Separate your feet a little wider and inch up on your chair so you have space behind your back. You can move back and touch. See my feet. Bring your hands onto the knees, just using that stability of the chair and your feet. Press down and inhale, lift the heart up. Draw your heart forward and up, shoulders draw down. Exhale, tuck the chin, round, squeeze the belly in. Inhale, press down, lift up. And exhale, tuck the chin and round. And again, inhale up. And exhale, round. We could equate some of the stability, do that a couple more times, with the large muscles and bones of our body. The bones are the dense matter like earth, the stable base that the ligaments and the bones cling to. Take it up to center. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Press down into the sit bones. Roll the shoulders down your back as you lengthen the arms. Draw the tailbone slightly in and your ribs in so you're not overarching here. Take a breath. And exhale, reach the arms out into a T. Inhale, reach a little further. See if you can extend dynamically through the center of the chest. Just feel that space in your heart center. Deep breath in. And exhale, lower the arms all the way down. And begin to circle the shoulders around one way and then the other way. So as I was saying, Iyengar he's very precise and very literal with the instructions of yoga asana. So walk the feet a little closer and cross your right leg. Just cross your legs with the right leg on top. Take a breath and reach up. And exhale, take a gentle twist to the right. Just bring your right hand kind of behind you or on the seat behind you and your left hand onto the knee. Lengthen your spine from the sit bones to the crown. And on your exhale, move a little deeper. Inhale back to center. Pressing down into that left foot, lift the right knee and hug it into your chest. So he talks about the 3 gunas. You know what those are, right? Not Goonies. It's gunas. Release the knee a little forward, take a breath. And exhale, pull the knee in. If this is, you don't have to follow me. If it's too much, you could just be pulling it just a little bit in as far as you can. Inhale, release the knee a little forward. Exhale, pull it in just to your capacity. Do that a couple more. So the gunas are the different energies. There's tamas, which is inertia. There's rajas, which is active. And then there's sattvic, which is balanced. So draw that knee in, take a breath, and drop the ankle over the left thigh and sit up nice and tall, circle the ankle. So when we first come to our mats, especially in the morning, the body could feel heavy, right? That's tamastic energy, you like have inertia. When you first come to the mat, your body might feel heavy, like literally heavy. I know mine does. When you first get up, right? It's like, oh. And then when you start moving, you move that inertia, right? You need movement to start lightening up the body. So come to center, breathe in, and just lean forward, get a nice little hip stretch, flexing that right foot a little bit. Just feel the energy moving. That's why asana is so powerful when you leave class. As you move through class, begin to notice how that tamastic energy, the heavy inertia energy, begins to move. You begin to feel lighter. So lift the foot, cradle the knee, and rock the hip a little. Circle around. So the idea is to blend. It's not that tamastic energy is bad, because we need sometimes to balance that registic, hyper energy. So it's just a matter of balancing the two. Make sure you circle around the other way and just move it in any way that feels right. Then lift the leg out in front of you, interlace your hands under your thigh, flex and point. Gently, really noticing, spreading the toes, bringing movement and openness to the soles of the feet. Then stretching the leg forward, maybe lift it up a little bit. Point your toes. Press into the sit bones. You could still hold on to the leg, or you can lighten a little bit, not hold it all the way. Let the leg hold up a little bit by itself. Or you can release the arms forward, lighting up that thigh. Take a breath and release the right foot down. Breathe in, reach up. And exhale, dive down. Let your belly just rest on your thighs. Tuck your chin to chest. Breathe in and out. Pressing down with the feet, lift all the way up. And hands by your side. And we'll do the same thing with the left knee. So cross the left leg all the way over. Cross your legs with the left leg on top. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, take a twist to the left. Left hand goes behind you, right hand onto the knee. Breathing in, extend. Breathing out, squeeze the belly and twist a little deeper if you can. Coming back to center. Lift the knee into your chest. So here you could hold the outside, like your calf or the front of the knee, or you could hold the back of the thigh, whatever feels better for you. On the inhale, release the knee forward. Exhale, pull it in. Try to keep the spine quiet. So you're bringing the knee, you're moving the knee away from you as you inhale, and then the knee back in on the exhale, keeping the spine where it is. Stability. Keeping the spine stable as you move the knee in and out. Squeezing the thigh against your lower belly helps to move toxic energy. One more time, breathe in and out, squeeze. And cross the left ankle over the right thigh, sit up tall. Circle that ankle around. Training ourselves to be stable. If you think about how water moves, right? It needs a surface to move on, a stable surface, and it takes that shape. So coming into stillness, breathing in, so lean into the stretch. Make sure you're breathing. That helps to move that tamastic energy, that the stuck energy in between your joints and ligaments. Sending prana, like you're kind of sending, I just unclogged my son's sink in his apartment. So lift up, cradle the knee, just kind of rock and make little circles. And I took a plunger. He couldn't do it because he didn't know he had to have water in it, in the sink. So I filled the sink and I plunged it a couple times and it went whoosh, and everything just went down. He was amazed. So it's kind of like this. We're kind of pushing, not in an aggressive way, but we're moving the prana through, and it's kind of giving those little stuck spots, like the stuck spots in the pipe, a little energy to break through. Then reach the leg forward, interlace your hands behind the thigh. Flex and point the foot, spread your toes. So everything we're doing with a sense of precision, being precise at what we're doing, paying attention, and only taking the stretch to the edge, not too much. Even with this stretch, when you flex, notice how much you're stretching the Achilles heel back there. You don't want to go too much. You want to really stay super aware. And now lift the leg up a little bit, point your toes, hold it here. You can kind of release and let the leg take on some of the weight and keep your hands there, or you can release the hands forward. Breathe in and release. Sweep the arms up. Inhale and exhale. Dive it forward, chin to chest. Take a couple breaths, just feel your belly pressing against your thighs. And come all the way up, reach high. And take a side bend. So right hand onto your chair or the leg of the chair and left hand over. Coming up, take it to the left. Breathing in, exhale over. Take it up. And let's stand up. Come behind the chair. So take a wide step out. Straight edges on your feet. The chair is right in front of you, so you can hold on to it. Turn the right toes out. Left heel slightly back. Right arm reaches up. Press down, so really use that stable base, the stability of the legs to press down, to reach up, causing no tension. You can lean a little bit to the left if it feels good. Breathing in, breathing out. We'll take triangle pose. So make sure that left heel is a little bit back. You have a little angle on the left foot, and then hinge forward. Releasing the right hand down, either on your knee or your shin. Left hand on the chair. I like to bring my chair nice and close so I could use it to press my left hand into the chair and spin my rib cage up. Lengthening the torso. Think about expansion in triangle pose. Not crouching down, but expanding. Hips to the left. Left arm can lift up if you feel steady enough. If not, if this bothers your shoulder in any way, leave it on the chair. Chair is a really great support for this. Neck is in a comfortable position. Deep breath in. Look down at that right foot. Bend your right knee a little bit, press down and lift up. Right toes in. Let's feel the right side, the energy that you moved. And now left toes out, right heel goes a little bit back. Hold on to the chair with your right hand and left arm straight up. Really press down. So to really find the stability in your legs, squeeze your thighs, squeeze your knees, and really press, push your feet into the floor. Just that alone is strengthening your connection to your muscles, to your bones and your legs. And metaphorically, really connecting you to the earth, to that stability, to the ground as you reach up towards the sky. You could lean a little bit to the right if it feels good. Breathing in. Breathing out. We'll come forward, triangle pose. Remember that angle on the right foot. Hinge forward, not to lock the left knee either. Notice where you have to go with that. So you don't want to go to a place where your chest is facing the ground. You want to try the best you can to keep the left side of your chest facing forward, or facing the side of your mat, in other words. And it doesn't matter how far down the left hand goes. It's more important that you stay open and expansive. So hips pressing into the left foot, the hips shift to the right. Using the chair to keep your heart forward and open. Right arm can lift if you feel steady. And feel that same kind of expansion through the left, from the left fingertips to the right fingertips, crossing at your chest. Neck is in a comfortable position, wherever you need to put your head, so your neck is not in any kind of distress. Take another breath. Hand back to the chair. Look down, bend the left knee a little bit, and take it up. Turn the left toes in. Take your right arm out, straight edges on your feet. Stretch the right arm as far as you can. And then switch arms. Left arm reaches out. Stretch as far as you can. Release the left hand, and if you feel steady, you could do one arm and then the other like we just did. Or if you feel steady, you can actually bring the chair to your belly to lean into it if you feel a little tippy. Both arms come out, 5-pointed star, and reach. Press into the edges of your feet, drop your tailbone, seal the lower ribs in, so draw the belly button in and up, and stretch through your chest. Make sure your neck is okay. If your neck is feeling any tension, bend the elbows a little bit. But stretch through the chest, expanding your capacity for breath. Inhale, maybe reach a little higher. And exhale, slowly lower, slow. Good. Hands to the chair. Step your feet together. And then turn to the right. So left hand is on your chair. Step back with the left foot and forward with the right. Preparing for warrior one. So holding onto the chair with your left hand. Make sure your feet are hip width apart. So it's either heel to heel or a little further. There's a nice angle on the left foot. Bending into the right knee, make sure it tracks over your ankle. As you bend the right knee, press even more into the left foot. You want to find that evenness of the pose. And then the right arm lifts up. Holding onto the chair, if you feel steady, focus your eyes on something just in front of you. Soften your eyes on one point. Left arm can lift. If you feel tippy at all, bring the hand back. We want to practice feeling stable. That doesn't mean you have to be out there in the middle of a blizzard and not hold on to anything. We have support. To feel stable, sometimes we need to reach out for that support. Breathe. Making sure you're really balancing the weight between the front and the back foot. Torso is in the middle. Press down into the floor. Take one more breath. Reach as high as you can. And release the pose. Right toes forward, left toes out. Find your feet. Hip width apart. Right heel is in a little bit. You have that nice angle. Right toes are spraying out just a little bit. Square your hips. Bend your left knee, and again, make sure it's tracking over the ankle. Stability. It's like when you stack blocks, if they're stacked perfectly, they're going to be really stable. You can press on them. If one is out of whack, it's going to topple over. So you want to think about that. Your knee over the ankle. Ribs over the pelvis. Head just floating on the top of the spine. Left arm can lift up. Pushing down into that left foot so that you're equally distributing the weight. Breathe, training ourselves to be stable. Right arm can lift if it feels good. Breathe in. Breathe out. Reaching as high as you can. Releasing the right hand back, release the pose. Turn the left toes in and walk the feet together, shake out the legs. Shake the whole body. And you could bring the chair now, the seat to face you. So just doing some sun salutations. We'll start with some half sun salutations and move into a full one. So find your stability mountain pose. Press down into the feet. You could lift all 10 toes just to make sure you're really igniting the legs. 10 toes lift, knees are squeezed, thighs active, tailbone moves down, belly moves up, and ribs move in as the shoulders move back and down. And then gently release the toes. It's feeling stable. This is a great pose to come into when you are feeling a little thrown off, a little stressed, something happens, you get anxiety. Come into a strong mountain pose and feel the stability and the groundedness from inside you. And then moving into half sun salutation. Inhale, arms come up, reach back, a little arch back. And exhale, dive it down. Inhale, halfway. Exhale and fold. Bend the knees, drop the hips, inhale, come through a chair pose. So keep the knees very bent. Come all the way up, arch back. And exhale, hands to the heart. And let's do that again. Inhale, lift the arms up, arch back. Exhale, dive it down. Inhale, halfway, heart and tail, stretch. Exhale and fold. Bend the knees, drop the hips, really low, come through chair pose. Inhale, use your thighs all the way up. And hands to the heart. One more. Inhale up. Exhale, lower, squeeze the lower belly. Feel that stability within you. Strength. Inhale, halfway, extend. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, drop those hips as low as you can, like you're gonna sit in a chair. Inhale, rise all the way up, really slow, full inhale, open up. And hands to heart center. Breathe in and out. Remaining stable, I really believe, has a lot to do with trust in your own ability. You know, do you stay with, can you focus on staying with your commitments? It's like Kriya Yoga talks about, you know, showing up and doing what you need to do to make yourself feel strong, to feel peaceful, to feel useful. Staying with your commitments, building that inner trust within yourself. And let's take it into a full salutation. Modify whatever you need to. Inhale, reach up, arch back. Exhale, dive it down. Inhale, halfway. Grab the sides of your chair, grip the sides, and step back with the right foot. Bring the left foot a little more forward. So you have a nice long stance, bending into that left knee. You can lift the right heel. I prefer it that way personally. I come onto the ball of my right foot. So now my hips are perfectly squared forward. You can dip into the hips, dropping down deeply into that left thigh and lifting your heart. Straightening, lifting the hips, straightening the left leg, but not locking it, keeping it as bent as you need to, fold over the left leg for pyramid pose. Bending into the left knee, take a breath. Hold on to that chair, make sure it's not going to slide. And step the left foot back for modified downward dog. Pressing and lifting the hips up. Stay here and breathe. Or come through the vinyasa with me, which would be to come forward to plank, lifting the heels, shoulders over the wrists. Exhaling, bending the elbows, and inhaling, lifting the heart. Exhale, use your core to lift up and back. Step the right foot forward. Left heel is up if that's available to you. Bend into that right knee as you kick back into the left, dropping the hips down, lifting the heart. Lunge pose. Make sure your right knee is over the ankle. Lift your heart. Lift, lift, lift the torso. Take a breath. Exhale, straightening the right leg, but not locking the knee. Fold over the leg. Just get into that deep, big muscle behind your thigh. Bending into that right knee. One more time, we're going to take a vinyasa. So step the right foot back. Downward dog. Stay here. Stretching it back. Or come forward to a plank pose. Bending the elbows. Inhale, lift your heart. And exhale back. Step the left foot forward. And then the right. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up, reach high. And hands to the heart. Breathe in and out. So step your left foot back. Bend into the right knee and lean towards your chair, bringing your left hand to the center of your chair. You're going to take a twist. So right hand either on your right thigh. You could start with the hand on your right thigh, twisting it up to the right. The left heel could be lifted or down on the ground. If it feels right, the right arm can reach out and up in line with the left. Squeeze the belly, breathe, twist, and release. Switch legs. Left foot forward, right foot back. Bend into the left knee, bring your right hand to the center of the chair. Grounded, right, stable. Left hand on your thigh. Kick back through the right leg, so you're nice and strong back there. Begin to twist open to the left. Left arm can reach out if that's okay for your shoulder, otherwise leave it on your thigh. It's more about the twist from your waist. The arm is just a little ornament that comes up and increases the twist. And release it back. Right foot steps forward. Bend the knees, come all the way up. Pause for a moment, mountain pose. Breathe in and out. Take your chair. Actually, leave your chair there. Let's do this pose. This is fun. So if the chair, you could use a block on your chair as well. If your chair is kind of low. Right? Or you could just use your hand on the chair, which I'm going to do. So we're going to do half moon. Yay! I love doing this with the chair. So watch me first if you're not sure. I'm going to step my left foot forward. Bring both hands to the chair and lift my right leg up. You could stay here with both hands. Begin to outer spiral the right leg. If you want to go for the full balance, if you're feeling stable. Really, when you come into this with a chair, you should move your left foot over to the right so that your left hand is in the middle of the chair and your left hand is to the left of your left foot. So that you you're distributing the weight on the chair properly. And then you can lift. Staying steady, even if you feel tippy, like you're going to fall out. See if you could find your breath, find the stability by using both hands if it feels too much on the chair. Lift the right leg as high as you can. And then let's let it go. Bend the knees and stand up. And we'll take that to the other side. So now balancing on the right foot. We want to move the right foot over to the right of the chair. No, I'm sorry. Move the right foot over to the left. Yeah. So that you almost want to bring the right foot in line with the leg of the chair, the right side of your chair, so that when your right hand is in the middle of the seat, you have space so that you can lean a little bit, right? So my right hand is to the right of my right foot. Does that make sense, guys? Okay. The main thing is you want to be stable. You don't want to tip your chair over. So lifting the left leg, you could use both hands on the chair. You could even, like, I'm kind of drawing my left hand up to the back of the chair. Or you can lift the left arm up. Really squeeze and find the stability in the left leg by squeezing the muscles in the left leg and opening. Lifting, lifting, lifting. And release. Releasing the left foot down, bend the knees, and stand all the way up. Good. And now bring the back of the chair in front of you. Pause for a moment. Find both feet. And tree pose. So step to the right of your chair, hold on to the chair with your left hand. Right knee lifts, and then lower it. And then lift it, and lower it. Now lift it, turn it out, and place it either below your knee or on your ankle. Press down into the left leg. So really lengthen the left leg. If you really press down, you feel your whole body going up. And now right arm comes out. Hold on to the chair or focus your eyes softly on something and left arm can come up. I'm even leaning my hip, the side of my left leg onto the chair a little bit. It helps with stability. Hand or hands come back to the heart. You can hold onto the chair with your left hand. Reach the right arm out. And then lower it down. Release your foot. Separate your feet a little bit and just take just a gentle little swing. If anything feels stiff. And then let's come to the other side. There's a great quote that I also wrote down from this book about a tree. He says, "Feet are like the roots of a tree. If one can't stand properly on one's feet, one develops," I can't even read my own writing. Oh, one develops a negative attitude towards life. And then yoga too becomes unsteady. The feet are like roots of a tree. If one can't stand properly on one's feet, one develops a negative attitude towards life. And then yoga also becomes unsteady. So grounding into the right foot. Hold on to the chair with your right hand. Lift the left knee up and then down and then up and down and up. Hold it, turn it out and place it wherever it goes. Stability and strength first before flexibility. So press down and really, as you press into that right foot, you should kind of feel your hips moving a little bit to the left. Keep the left knee moving back. Left arm up. Soften your eyes on something. Right arm can be up. Your hip can be against the chair. That's what I'm doing. It helps with stability. Hands come to the heart. One hand back to the chair. Left arm comes out. Release the left hand and that left foot. And take that little swing. Even as you're kind of swinging, feel the stability of your feet, keeping you grounded. And then slowly, we're going to begin to take it down on our mats. So clear your mat, to leave your chair there to help you kind of get down. Nice way to get down. Coming onto your back with the knees bent. Rock the knees a little side to side. Keeping the knees up. Bring your left knee, bring your hands kind of palms facing the earth, down on the ground. Ground your arms, ground your shoulders. Left knee comes into the chest. Then the left leg lifts up. Inhale, reach the left leg forward as far down as you can, as long as it doesn't bother your back. Hover around the floor. Lift the leg straight up and into your chest. And do that again. Inhale, leg straight up. Exhale, reach forward and down, engaging the core a little bit, and knee into your chest. One more, leg up. Forward. Pull the knee and keep your arms down to your side. Release the leg so your knees are in line with each other, but the left foot is up. So reach that leg forward and then pull it in. Two more. Reach, push as if you're pushing the leg forward and then pull the knee into your chest. One more. Push the leg forward, knee into your chest. Now wrap your hands around the outside of that left knee, straighten your right leg out, and draw the left knee over to the right with your right hand. Left arm relaxes down to the left. Find a place where your neck is most comfortable. And then come back to center. Then both knees will do the same thing with the right leg. So palms are down onto the floor to ground you. Right knee comes into the chest. Inhale, right leg straight up. Exhale, reach it forward as far, don't let your low back pick up. And then knee into the chest. Inhale, leg up. Exhale, reach it forward. Use your core. You pull the knee into your chest without your hands. One more. Inhale up. Exhale, reach it forward and knee comes into the chest. And now finally, like you're going to push something with your right foot. Inhale, press the foot in front of you and exhale, knee into the chest. Inhale, press, let the knees, at least let the knees be equal or the knee forward of the left and pull it in. One more, press. And now hug that right knee in nice and tight. Straighten the left leg out. And draw the right knee over to the left. Breathe. And take it up to center. You can hug both knees into your chest, kind of roll around on the sacrum, release any tension that you might have caused. And then one at a time, let's release the legs out in front of you for Shavasana. Cover yourself, make yourself warm, comfortable. Take your time to really find that even, balanced pose. And consider how your body felt when you first sat down for practice and how it feels now. Without judgment, without labeling, without expectation, just notice, observe, feel your skin. Feel the muscles. Allow the bones to relax in their shelters. Going deeper, feel the prana body, the subtle body energies moving. Everything flowing. Just allow yourself to be present. Relaxation in action. The action is letting go. The postures of yoga train us to remain steady in times of difficulty, and they can even steady us when catastrophes occur. When stability becomes a habit, maturity and intelligence follows. Beginning to deepen your breath. Making small movements, taking your time to begin coming back into consciousness. Really go slow. Moving from this place of stillness. Taking some of this stability with you as you begin to bend your knees and rock the knees a little side to side. And when you feel ready, making your way over to your right side, pausing for a moment. Thinking about everything you're grateful for today. Bringing yourself up to a seat when you're ready. Resting your hands in Anjali Mudra at the heart. Allow your chin to drop slightly. Honoring yourself for coming to practice. To train yourself in steadiness. And together we send our intentions out to all beings, especially those that are suffering, that they may find peace and happiness and health, that they may feel safe and steady in their lives, and that they can walk through this day with a sense of ease. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace. Namaste.